りました。
だからなんで？
以前、ユキが申し上げたではないですか。あの奴隷の娘は、聖火様を好いていると。
だからそれは幼馴染で。
ユキにはわかります。あの娘、幼い頃からずっと聖火様を恋したっておりますよ。
Alright, so another episode of Strongest Exorcist is in the books, and you guys are going to hate me, but hey, this is my opinion, and it simply is what it is. I cannot stand these horrifically written characters. We have Seika here, who, at this point is about like a 45-year-old, middle-aged, end-of-age man, and he has a girl who is head over heels for him, and he is just dense as a rock. He even has his own Shikigami in Yuki, telling him that 𝐒𝐻 is madly in love with him, that she's affectionate towards him, and everything else. He's like, no, we're just childhood friends. And I cannot stand it. It makes me just throw up in my mouth and want to immediately drop the anime. I just cannot. I just can't with it. And what ends up happening in all of these anime where we have these very black and white, following the book of the last 30 years of anime written MC characters, it's what's gonna happen is he's gonna have a situation to where the person that he's not, doesn't believe loves him is gonna be taken away or threatened to be taken away for him to finally wake up and actually be true with his feelings about the person he wants to go, blah, 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 blah. I've seen it like hundreds of times by this point in anime and manga and all these other forms of Japanese art. It's like the same story that's written over and over. So in this case, I can 100% tell you the end of the episode has the elf recruiting 𝐒𝐻, has her telling her that she's part elf, has her trying to recruit to the princess harem, has the prince having, maybe a day to 3 days to go and try and win over 𝐒𝐻's love. We have Seika pushing her away and thinking about, joining the harem, thinking about her future, basically telling her that there's a future that they part ways anyways, So it's going to be her probably considering or agreeing to go to his harem. And when it becomes a reality, Seika's finally going to wake up, or some, big moment's going to happen to where he saves her or she saves him or something. And then he's finally going to be true with her, with his feelings about how he really feels about her. And he's going to pull her away from there. It's like I can see all of the writing on the wall, and it just makes me want to vomit. It makes it so unenjoyable to have something so incredibly predictable be written on the walls. And if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be so happy if they go a different direction with this, or if they immediately kibosh this whole thing and it doesn't end up going that direction. But it's like everything is just simply written on the walls, and it is just so by the book, and it's just so incredibly annoying. It just drives down my enjoyment of this anime like tenfold. Immediately, like I don't shy away. I like the anime a lot. I think Seika's a really cool character. I think his premise is really cool character. I think the fact he's an exorcist is really cool. I like the fact that he kind of exudes evil at times. I like the fact that this elf is like, this boy is really dangerous, right? Like, I like all of that stuff, and I like the premise of the anime. I think it's very unique. But then when they have these like very, very like tropeistic type characters written, it just makes it so like, yo, what are you doing, dude? You could have something so special here. Like, have this dude not be a fucking moron. Like, it's just so incredibly infuriating. The rest of whatever happened else in the episode, like, immediately just like, I don't even care. Like, here, I'll sum it up. He gets an assignment from Pops. He gets to meet the prince. Prince falls in love with 𝐒𝐻. We find out that the country has a specific dragon that they've had for generations upon generations. Dragon's acting weird. We learned the dragon had a wife, or a female partner. They have babies. Who knows what happens to the babies? Seika's gonna go up to the mountains to figure out what's happening with this dragon, try and save the dragon or tame the dragon or control the dragon in some way, shape, or form. It's what he's gonna try and do. Period. The end. He told the prince, don't be an idiot. This dragon's been representing your country for, hundreds of years. Why would you taint that? Whatever. The prince is an idiot who's caught up in his own self, presence. He thinks he's greater than thou, right? That's a whole another problem. We have these hunters, or these, what do they call them? Mercenaries that were hired to go hunt them. Eventually, we know they're going to interact with Seika. Seika's going to take them down or kill the dude. He freaking hates this 𝐒𝐻 guy, who's a summoner. So, they're going to fight at some point, too. Then we find out, that he's going to go up to the mountains. He sends 𝐒𝐻 away. Prince and Elf are gonna try and recruit him into the prince's weird ass harem. That's what happened this episode. The rest of it could have been so interesting if they didn't hammer in all of this like just horrifically written stuff. It just drives me absolutely bonkers and up the walls, and I just cannot stand it. So 4 out of 10. Episode sucked ass. That's just kind of my feelings on it. It just triggered every little thing in my body part. I just can't. Like it's over and over and over again, and it just becomes too old, and I just really don't like it. Outside of that, though, for everything else, I hope that Seika can go and save the dragon. I hope that he does kill his mercenary guys. I do like that the ED has changed a little bit and now includes Mabel, or maybe Mabel was always there, but I didn't notice it before. But she's in the ED now, so I think that's really cool. Can't wait to see more of her at summer vacation. Can't wait to see more Mabel. Can't wait to see more Amu. I think they're very unique characters. So can't wait to see kind of like what comes next. But hopefully we get over this crappy written arc, little piece of the story quickly, and we get to move on to the next big thing. Because I think I want to see Seika kill some more and stuff like that. But all right, guys, I'm going to see you guys next week. Appreciate you guys being here. I know I had a very strong opinionated episode this week, so let me know what you guys' thoughts are on my thoughts. All right, see you guys next week. Peace.